I love Superman, which is why I also love Supergirl, I guess. And welcome back to the month of Kara. Today we're going to talk about Superman the Animated Series. If you haven't seen this show, you really ought to, because it's an excellent view of Superman. Arguably better than any of the live-action movies, and certainly better than a lot of the comics. Today we're going to talk about, shockingly, Supergirl's introduction into Superman the Animated Series. This is S&M, Little Girl Lost. We begin with Superman entering into orbit over the ruins of Krypton. He's come from Earth to see if there's any survivors, and this time he hasn't left any bastard sons behind on Earth.
Good for him.
Captain's log, star date. Oh wait, wrong show.
You can understand, the music confused us.
He scans for life, but finds nothing in the ruins.
Nothing. There's nothing out there but death.
I gotta give this show credit, it's taken its time to actually set the mood up. They could have put that he found no survivors into the exposition and left it at that, but no, we want to see his reaction. This is Superman. He cares about people.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
He cares about people, Jonathan.
Maybe.
No, I'm not going to let that die. He picks up a distress signal coming from one of the outer planets and moves toward it. It's an icy, frozen world, but Superman finds the source of the signal and lands there. He sees frozen buildings and the ruins of civilization, but no actual people. But he eventually tracks the signal into a home and finds a holo recording.
5 years ago, Argo was a thriving, vibrant world. But then, without warning, our sister planet, Krypton, was destroyed in a giant chain of explosions. Krypton's destruction tore Argo from its orbit. The resulting devastation destroyed most of our world and sent it moving slowly, inexorably away from our sun.
That makes sense. Instead of sending their only child off in a spaceship, this whole family decided to lock themselves up in cryotubes to survive the crisis. Only it turns out, only one of the tubes survived. A young girl.
I do like, again, they're taking their time and letting us appreciate the tragedy here. These poor people, they did everything they could, and this is how they ended up.
Maybe not.
So he finds the girl unconscious and... okay then, here we are. I guess there's something about Supergirl that invites choppy editing. Apparently Kara's living with the Kents now.
You're not even going to give us like a 3 months later card or something, cartoon? Just slap us with the Kent farm. Okay, whatever.
I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find.
Kara, you might not want to peeve off the geese. I know you're a Kryptonian and they can't hurt you, but they might decide to poop on you, and that won't be pleasant.
Again, it's a nice flying scene. You'd almost think she was actually there. That doesn't really work as well for an animated series, does it? It's not as impressive. And Clark yanks her down and they talk about keeping secrets. Still, at least Clark's not telling her to let children die.
Maybe.
Hey, princess, let it go.
You need to adjust to life here a little bit more. Just be patient.
Back inside the Kent farm, Clark's talking with his parents, and they discuss Intergang, which are basically mobsters with sci-fi weapons. They've been back on the rise again in Metropolis, so Clark has to go back to help fight them. Kara is interested in Intergang because she's apparently bored out of her mind at the farm.
Intergang? What's that?
Nothing you have to worry about.
Clark, you don't know teenage girls very well, do you? You are doing exactly the wrong thing, and you are going to create rebellion.
Meanwhile, back in Metropolis, Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen have to cover some sort of a tech convention. And Lois doesn't like it.
Somehow I don't smell Pulitzer here. Oh! Or soap, for that matter.
Take that, target audience of nerds! So Jimmy Olsen starts whining that no one takes him seriously and he'll never be a respected reporter. Dude, you're Jimmy Olsen. You're not supposed to be taken seriously. This is your lot in life. And while they're talking about how nothing interesting will happen at this tech show, two teenagers come in with skin-tight spandex outfits and high-tech laser weapons, one fire and one ice, and start attacking the place, stealing technology. Another day in the life, huh?
Freeze or we'll fire!
And it's also important to ready your theme-related puns.
Tell you what, rent-a-cops, you freeze.
And we'll fire!
It's important to have your theme set before you go on your crime spree in the comic book world.
Oh, come on!
I thought we had a schedule worked out. This is my day.
You see, Metropolis, nobody can beat Intergang.
Man, after the Teen Titans broke up, Robin's whole life just went out of control. Poor guy.
Oh, they're all going to end up in a life of crime eventually. And as usual, the cops can't handle these superpowered criminals. Then Superman comes up and handles the superpowered criminals. They wisely dump the loot instantly, knowing that now that Superman's involved, getting away would be the victory.
And she's dead.
Right as the girl died, right as she got knocked down, she dropped a coin, and Jimmy picks it up. Superman pretty cleverly stops the Ice Theme guy, but then the Fire Girl gets him out of there and they escape. They go back to the Foot Clan headquarters. It's the Foot Clan headquarters.
Whoa, these kids are hardcore. They wrote cool and skate on the wall.
Now, what's all this fluttering, my ducklings? Your loving Granny doesn't like her babies to quarrel.
Yes, Granny.
Meet Granny Goodness. Granny Goodness comes from Apocalypse, which we'll discuss later, and she is voiced by this guy.
What in the name of Sam Hill is that?
Just savor this. Breathe it in. After all this brouhaha back at the Daily Planet, Clark's cousin comes to visit him, and it's Kara in a clever disguise. This time Kara's changing her hair color with a wig instead of just magic. She came to help Superman fight Intergang.
Look, I appreciate your concern, Kara, but I don't want you to rush into something you're not ready for. I didn't save your life so you could throw it away fighting some ray gun-toting punks.
Well, that's tough. What does Lois have to say to Jimmy about this?
Too dangerous. Stick to the dark room, kiddo.
No, same thing. We're not going for a parallel story here, are we? Jimmy tells Lois all about the coin he got, and she says...
It's a game token. All we have to do is hit every video parlor in Metropolis.
Good. You go, Jim. Have a free game on me.
Kara overhears and joins in.
Can I join you?
Well, since you're hot, yeah.
While they're going around the arcade district, because apparently Metropolis has an arcade district, they find the proper arcade. And they find the thieves right there to confirm it.
Chill, Trouble. We're in public. Granny wants us to be good little boys and girls.
That's why we're wearing our costumes out in public. Duh.
Kara and Jimmy follow them and find their secret door, but they don't know how to get in.
I didn't see how they opened the door. Did you see it?
Yeah, I think it was right here.
Then Kara, secretly and pretty cleverly, manages to open it with her super strength. They get caught right away, but then Jimmy tries to join them.
I seek out the lost little lambs society has cruelly abandoned.
You are here because the outside world rejects you.
I take them lovingly under my wings.
This is your family.
We're in.
We can remedy that.
Kara tries to talk some sense into them, but she ends up getting them a fight instead. And she dramatically reveals her identity by showing she was wearing the entire new Supergirl costume she created under her other clothes.
Wait. She's wearing a skirt now. And she was wearing pants before. and she put a cape under that, and that doesn't make any...
Still makes more sense than the way the movie did it.
Yeah, okay.
You naughty little monkey! Granny will spank you good!
And somewhere, somehow, a dark new website is created.
Damn you, Rule 34!
Granny Goodness attacks Supergirl with a high-tech laser weapon, and she holds up under it. So Granny Goodness opens up a boom tube. This is basically the teleporter of Apocalypse. Is she running away? No, she's bringing in some help.
Make her last moments special.